What is up, interwebnet people? Welcome back to a brand new Talks Online. Today it's Falco joining us. Actually, it's not Falco joining us. It's Katie Ann Rice. Hello, Katie.
Hello.
Hello. You're our first furry. The first person to see furry.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. So if people don't know out there, because I didn't know, because I couldn't get it right, but Falco from the Never Ending Story.
Yep.
Yeah. I was gonna sue the directors of that because the Never Ending Story actually ended. Complete like fascist lie.
But then there's the other never-ending stories after that, but the first one's always my favourite, though. I mean, it sort of went a bit okay, and then it sort of dwindled a bit.
So what made you do Falco as a furry?
Well, what it was is I did normal cosplays before, like I was Venusaur. That's how I met Mike for Venusaur.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was watching a film one day, and then I thought, oh, hang on a minute. I haven't seen any Falcons at any conventions. And then I was thinking, and my mother's a seamstress, a sewing machinist, and I do painting and creative. And I rang her up and I went, hey, I've got an idea for a project. She went, what? I went, how about Falco? Okay, let's see where we can start with this.
Yeah,
How long did it take to make?
Hmm?
How long did it take to make in total?
Well, we started like a prototype, which is the first one you saw, which was probably November 2017, and then it got adjusted again, January 2018, then Easter, probably about 4 months, give or take.
Oh wow! I remember tripping up on the tail of your first one.
So
She didn't know this.
Actually, it takes me about 6 months to do a decent cosplay. But
yeah,
well,
it wasn't every day.
I think it takes 6 months. It takes me about 5 months and 2 weeks to plan it, and then 2 weeks to panic. So because I haven't done it.
Plan it and panic.
Well, we was doing drawings and things. I mean, we're a perfect team. I mean, she does the sewing, and I mean, I'm quite, sort of okay with sewing. But she's, she does all that, and I do the painting and the craft and everything. And yeah, I mean,
I was looking to where's he going? He does random stuff like this all the time.
He's gone.
I was looking into like fursuiters and fursuit builds and things like that, and there's some really amazing stuff out there that people have just created from their own mind. And I've always wanted to have like a suit of my own, even if it's either a partial or if it's a full, whatever. And people keep asking me, like saying, I was like, oh, like what species would you go with, or what animal, or what type of thing would you want to do? And I keep telling people, saying, I want to do an owl. I love owls.
Blathers from Animal Crossing.
Yeah,
that would be legit.
I want to do a fursuit owl, but I want to base it more on a pre-existing design. And
the Suai.
The Decidueye from Pokemon. Michael already got it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I really want to do him. I've looked into doing Decidueye as like a Gajinka style humanoid. First, but then I was thinking, well, how can I take that and build it more into a fursuit? Because obviously I can do the head, and I can do like maybe the legs, but everything else is just normal clothing.
Add more feathers, fool!
and feathers. Yeah, I'll think about that at some point. That's like way down the line. Maybe a couple of years from now, because I've got loads of other projects that I want to have a go at.
Well, we played around with it because, I mean, like, she used to make teddies, but then this was a teddy on a larger scale. You're talking like human size. And it's like, okay, this is a task. So it started off with 2 pieces. When Mike first met Falco, it was a 2-piece. And it was more bits to add on. And then I was thinking, because what it was is that the scales were actually made out of milk bottles, plastic milk bottles. So, of course, endless like cuts and scrapes of the hands, cutting out scale shapes and sticking them on. Yeah. And we got it in 2 pieces, and then we thought, how about if we just make it into a full suit? And then it was like, well, how do we do that? And what we did is we based it on a plain onesie and built on it. We got a plain onesie and built onto it and added it, and just sewed the scales on the back.
100 bottles of milk
It's a good
later.
idea for like a base if you're not very good at it, because if you build around the onesie, you can then like stuff between the onesie and the outer suit to make like shape.
That's what we did,
yeah.
Yeah, it's just the back of it.
I might steal that idea.
Well, yeah, you might as well. We share it. I mean, the back of it was scale stuffed with sequins on, so it matched all the way down to the tail.
The only onesie that I've got is a Hulk onesie.
I'd have
to take the shorts off and put the shorts back onto it. Yeah. Oh, I was looking into a project that I wanted to do. I wanted to do some sort of dragon costume. Because I'm a D&D player and I want to try and build my original character.
Yeah.
And because he's a dragon, obviously he's going to have scales on. And I thought to myself, how can I make a lot of scales quickly? And I thought to myself, right, if I can get some thin, like 1mm EVA foam and a plectrum press, like how they make guitar plectrums.
Oh, yeah.
Literally just press that out of EVA foam. It's the right shape. It's the right shape.
Yeah.
I just have to like get a ton of foam and just like press out thousands of them.
Or you could do what I did and cut yourself several times cutting out scales for milk bottles. I mean, it's painful, but it's worth it.
Yes, the downside of being a cosplayer is injury.
Oh yeah, glue gun as well. Glue gun, burns and cuts.
Many like burns and cuts.
Yeah.
The worst injury I ever had wasn't even from cosplay. Stupid injuries. I actually cut myself opening a can of beans.
Oh.
You know the pull top beans.
Yeah.
You lift the thing up and then you pull. I put my middle finger down the hole. That looks rude, I know, but shut up, right? And
I didn't say anything.
What I would have done, right? But I pulled it and it got stuck, so I pulled it again. I pulled it quite vigorously, and I sliced literally all the way down my finger. And I looked down in it. I could see the bone in the bottom. It was like, that's cool. I looked at it like, that's not normal. That's not meant to be there.
Straight to A&E for a new finger.
And I finally realised, I said, yeah, that's my bone. I'm not supposed to be able to see it. Bones are supposed to stay in the skin, not out the skin. And there's me literally wrapping my finger in the only thing that I could get to hand, which was duct tape. And I wrapped it in duct tape. And then when the bleeding had stopped, I literally went into the bathroom.
He's prepared.
And I literally opened it up again because after it stopped bleeding, and I super glued it. I literally just super glued it and left it. But then I was walking around work like that for about a week.
Oh dear.
It's like, Stephen, you all right? I was like, yeah, no problem, mate.
I was just walking around for a few days after making the tail though, and cutting the scales and gluing them. I've got burns and cuts.
Yeah.
Because the tail is like 3 foot long. It was stuffed full of material, 3 foot long, and you have to cut as you glue gun in it. You glue gun in the tiles, cut, slice, burn, cut, slice, burn. That's and it was all along, and that probably took about a week to do the tail, all in all, because it was all stuffed. But the thing is, it's 3 foot, and then we had a problem with the prototype. It kept falling down because it was on like a band, and then when I was walking around, it was slowly sliding. It was like, oh no! So that's why the idea of the onesie come in. So the tail, there's a slot in the back of the onesie. So the connection of the tail goes through onto a belt inside, so it's more secure. So when I was walking around with the newer one, it was okay because it's all secured inside. So I've got to put that on and then that on. So it's like the slot. So you slot it through first, then you put the band on, and then you lift the onesie up. So then you've got a secure tail. Because I mean, it was nerve-wracking at first when you walk in because you're thinking, is anyone tripping over this? Because of course, I mean, Mike's seen it walking about, and there's like people having to, give us space.
Yeah, talking about like fursuits and things like that. A friend of mine, which I was talking first, I've got to shout my friend out. On Instagram goes by the Sun's Halo.
Yeah.
And it's one of my friends, and I don't know how he did it, but about 6 weeks before a festival that we all went to in Manchester. I went to Doki Doki Festival last year, and he built a fursuit based on the Blue Eyes Toon Dragon from Yu-Gi-Oh!
Oh, wow.
He built that, and it was absolutely brilliant. The vision inside of it was absolutely awful. You could barely see where he was going.
Yeah,
that's the downside of being in a fursuit. Unless you've got front-facing eyes, it's a bit horrible to try and do. But
the Falcon is slightly on the side, you see. So
he did that one, and he's now doing another one of his personas. I'm not sure what that one's name is, but it's very similar in design. But instead of being like blue, like skin or whatever it's called, it's white with like I think it's like blue and pink accents. And it looks really good. I mean, it's on Facebook somewhere, but I don't think he's actually put it onto his cosplay fursuit account, put it onto his own personal account. But it was basically since then, it's like, I need to learn how to do this. I need to learn how to build myself a fursuit.
You will do it. I mean, like with the hands. I mean, these are the hands. It's just simple. What it was from a basic glove, and of course these are from milk tops. Again, the plastic milk bottles. Yeah, that's from they're the handles. Yeah, that's the handles. and then there's like toe beans. That's felt puffed up.
Everybody has to have toe beans.
Yeah, and then you've got like the finger markings there.
That's so
a bit
good.
Detail. But they're the milk bottle handles, and it needs painting up again for next year. But yeah, and then there's fur. Fur was sewn on top of the glove.
Oh, that's cool. That is really good.
So you've got. So it's like that.
Luckily for my like Decidueye style fursuit, I won't need gloves because I'm just going to stick my arms straight down the wings and just leave them.
Yeah.
Stick my arms down the wings and I'm happy.
I've seen some cosplays of like where they've done Animal Crossing ones of blathers, and they've done like a material where it's like a long sleeve, and they made like a kimono style to look like the sleeves, and I thought that's a good idea.
Yeah, it's good.
Especially for summer, and so you're not like with Falcars, it was hot in the spring. And then I was looking at these ideas, and I was like, I bet that would be good for spring, the kimono style with the wings. But
yeah. So you said you've been mentioning Animal Crossing a lot. Have you been playing the new game?
Yes, quite a lot. 300 odd hours now.
How well are you doing? Have you paid off your debts yet?
I paid off everything. I've got all the items. The museum's nearly full. I've racked up 300 hours, and I'm now trading and merching with everyone.
Wow.
Yeah. We said in one of the previous interviews, I'm suddenly getting all of this on my Facebook feed on a morning, and suddenly people are asking for the current price of turnips. And it's like, it goes over my head. But my other half, she plays it on the 3DS. She plays the 3DS versions. We haven't got
New Leaf, yeah.
Because we're poor and we have to pay things called bills. So.
The turnips is like a bonus thing. It's like on a Sunday, this little character comes around and sells you turnips, and then and then you buy them, and then it's like a gamble because in the week, each day there's a little shop. And every day you'll go, right, I'll pay this for your turnip. The next day it could be lower or higher. But then when you go on the Animal Crossing Discord, people go, hey, my shop's wants to buy turnips 600 each. And everyone goes straight on their island.
Off to their island to go and do what they want.
Yeah. I've had it there, but I sometimes I'm a bit funny about who goes on my island now.
my little sister has got this. And if she watches, she'll know exactly what I'm on about. Because I think within like 2 days of her getting the game, she suddenly had this random clown turn up. And this random clown. My sister hates clowns. Yeah. And she just can't.
Pietro, the clown character, Pietro. Yeah. I have him.
She was literally sending out like the Nintendo screen share. Sending out with things like, get this damn clown off my fucking island.
I have the clown. I bought the amiibo to have him on my island.
Mad. Michael's going to have a sophisticated drink for this interview.
I haven't played Animal Crossing for about 2 weeks now. Stephen Potter was the last person I played with. on Animal Crossing.
You haven't added me yet.
No.
Why?
This is the whole reason we do this in these interviews. We bring gamers together because we had Louise on not long ago, the Borderlands player, and like played Overwatch like that.
All right, I'll add you.
We got her gamer tag on screen. We got a gamer tag on screen.
I haven't got
challenges in Overwatch games.
I haven't got it online at the moment. I need to renew it.
I've got some exclusive items I can offer you.
She's got a good price on turnips.
Oh yeah. Friends rates. I've got some.
This has been an ongoing thing, right? Where whenever me and Katie meet up, she's like, "Oh, we gotta share your friend code." Okay, yeah, I will.
Yeah,
I will.
Never does. Secretly hates me.
I know it's not that. I will. I will add you.
It's almost as
I will.
It's almost as
like everyone else.
I know he's going to hate me for this, but it's almost as ongoing as our Full Metal thing.
Great. Now I've got to edit the video. Thanks, Steve.
He's going to edit the Full Metal thing in twice.
He just doesn't want me going on his island and thinking I'm going to make jibs.
No, I need to get the year subscription. I need to get the Nintendo year subscription. Before I've just been doing the 7-day trial periods, and they did that twice. So
I mean, if you want a racing car bed for your house, and you know where to turn to.
Oh, that'd be so cool!
I have a racing car bed on Fallout 76.
I've got a yellow one. Up for grabs.
You know what bed I want? You know what, like the ultimate bed I want? I want the big giant Snorlax.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I've seen that.
One.
The beanbag one, yeah?
I think that'll fit in here somehow. I don't know.
Yeah, can you just imagine it? Can you just imagine it? Like me trying to get a giant Snorlax bed up my stairwell in my flat.
Imagine what the neighbours will think. A giant Snorlax walks their way.
Imagine it as I go past one of their windows and there's like a Snorlax face scraping along the window.
Full Metal!
Yeah, but the thing is, they won't be able to get past it, will they? Giant Snorlax blocks their way. They'll have to have a pokey for it or something.
Oh, I always remember when I was in my brother's flat and we kept trying to throw things down the stairwell. It never worked. You know that bit in Ace Ventura 2 with the slinky on the giant stairs.
Oh God, yeah.
We tried doing that.
I've
We got
tried
all
doing that.
There's me with the slinky. Can we do it again?
Let's do everything you want to do.
Oh yeah.
He was brilliant in the Sonic movie, by the way. Speaking of Jim Carrey.
So I've just watched I've just watched the cinema sins of that. I don't know if you've heard of this cinema sins thing on YouTube.
No.
Is that where they find mistakes and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like when the guy comes up and the first thing out of his mouth is like 47 seconds of narration. It's like logos.
One scene. Yeah.
Two scenes. And then he comes up and it's like Jim Carrey doing stupid Jim Carrey stuff. I have to take a sin off. Yeah. He did it for the Sonic one. It's literally just gone up today. I think it was. But that was good.
It was good. I was a bit like, I don't know, because there was like people giving bad reviews straight away before it come out.
Give me names and I'll sort them out because that's a cracking good film.
The thing is that people now, kids now are getting.
That's why I'm not on Facebook anymore.
Yeah, people now are getting really, really good anime game tie-in films, right? Because obviously you've had Sonic, which was actually quite good.
Pokemon.
But when me and Michael were kids, we had the Bob Hoskins Super Mario Brothers.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm the same age as you guys, so yeah, same.
Yeah, we had that.
Yeah, we did.
Probably the most god awful film tie-in game film.
I was so excited when I saw Yoshi, like the cutest little velociraptor.
We when we were kids.
I know. But if they ever do a proper remake of that film, I will watch it.
Yeah, I will. I'll be straight down to the cinema seeing that.
They've got to keep it true to the game, not true to like somebody's brain. It's like
I loved it. I
Yoshi,
loved it.
but he's not going to look like Yoshi. It's like no, I don't like it.
It could have been worse. He could have looked like Barney the dinosaur.
Yeah, yeah, but back in the 90s, we loved everything, and now looking back on it, it's like, wow, how did we get through this?
Take more magic
Oh,
mushrooms.
I mean, I
well,
remember
Mario.
the Ninja Turtles one as well.
Oh, yeah, that was brilliant, though.
Yeah,
Turtles films are brilliant.
that was
I
brilliant.
didn't like,
That was a
I
good
didn't
one.
like the third one. I like the first and the second one.
Mm.
Because wasn't it James Earl Jones did voice of Shredder?
Oh, I'm not sure.
But I'll tell you something though. You know, Turtles 2, right?
Mm.
You
Mm.
know, Turtles 2. Not a lot of people know this, but you know when Shredder gets covered in ooze and then grows to a giant size.
Yeah.
You know who filled out that suit? Who was actually inside it?
Who?
Dolph Lundgren, the guy
Huh?
who played Ivan Drago in Rocky 4.
Ah.
No way! No way! No way!
I'm pretty certain that's correct.
Wow!
If
The
it's
Russian
if it's
guy.
not enough, if it's not enough, I've made up a giant lie. Dolph, if you watch this, get in touch.
Oh. Imagine that. Then Sylvester Stallone comes out of nowhere.
What, Sylvester Stallone as Splinter?
I didn't know that.
Boxing gloves on.
I didn't know that. That's a shock.
And Arnold Schwarzenegger as Kang.
So you got Shredder in one corner, you got Sylvester Stallone as Splinter in the other corner with his boxing gloves, and then Michelangelo in the corner singing "Eye of the Tiger."
But come on, man, that should be a suggestion. If that ever happened, I'd be like, yeah, they watched this video.
Yeah, it's like Warner Brothers, get on that.
Yeah. Make the suggestion.
Right, so talking about stupid movie ideas. Right, let's go back to cosplay a bit.
Let's do a Kirby movie.
Kirby movie. No, there's animated Kirby movies.
What?
Yeah,
but have a live action.
I have no idea who played the part of Kirby. I know
who had the live
I know
action?
who played the part. I know who played the part of Jigglypuff. No, of Kirby. The Jigglypuff from the Detective Pikachu movie. Be a great cameo.
Oh my god, this is.
Yeah, you can't rag on Kirby though. He's my main in Smash Brothers.
Yeah, he is, because I always pick him because he just swallows everything, and it's like I'm just gonna fly around and just troll.
Yeah, I was watching. Moving on to Smash Brothers now, but I was watching a game theory video on YouTube, and it's what the one where it says how deadly is the Smash Brothers bat.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Did all the measurements, did all the technical calculations, things like that. And apparently, this bat, if you get hit by it, literally your brain is going to get blown to oblivion. It doesn't matter how tough you are. You get hit by the bat at 999% damage, and you're literally flying off the screen at light speed.
Sounds like something what Mythbusters would get into, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it's great. Sorry, but yeah. So back to cosplays. What are your cos plans? Have you got anything for next year?
Ah, yes, I do. No,
I'm never going to put that horse the same way again.
I'm not going as My Little Pony, Mike. Sorry.
No, you need to watch one of the last videos we did with Emma.
That's a bright idea.
Horse scene thing.
I wouldn't make a good My Little Pony cat. So I've got a friend that does. Mike knows her. She does Rainbow Dash.
yeah. She's brilliant.
Scarlet.
Yeah.
She's.
Scarlet
I nominate her. She's brilliant. Scarlet as My Little Pony. But my cos plans is obviously bringing Falco back.
Yeah.
I've got to probably hit
Do
the gym for a bit. I've got to hit the gym for a bit before I can fit back in the suit.
Me too.
Why do people say hit the gym? You wouldn't literally just run up to the gym building and run into it.
I don't know, it just came out. But
Yeah, that's probably what happened to your insides if you did that.
no, it's like I thought, oh, I'll try it on and see what happens. Uh-oh, COVID, lockdown, It's got to me, right?
My little sister said that she'd help me out with gym stuff because I need to lose a bit of weight. Yeah. Apparently, we went out for a walk the other day, and apparently, if I trained and worked hard on it, I could have some stonking great muscles by 12 months from now.
But then you can cosplay as Iron from Rocky 4 then, can't he?
What, cut my hair Russian military and start speaking in a really bad accent.
Well, you could have Michael Sylvester Stallone as Rocky. You two could do a collab.
That's my impression. I can't do it.
Yeah.
You know who actually does a really good impression of Sylvester Stallone?
Who?
I don't know if either of you two know this Pokemon YouTuber called Original 151.
No.
I don't think he's practicing.
He does Pokemon on YouTube, and occasionally he'll come out with like Rocky quotes. And he did one in one of his videos, and it was brilliant. And you can barely tell he's any different to actually Sylvester Stallone. But
First blood.
Yeah, but you could do like a 2020 edition where he goes, "Yo, Adrian," holding toilet roll above his head.
That would work.
running in and out of Asda with toilet roll. Oh, did it?
Oh, if you did a video of that.
It doesn't really work that much now because there's toilet roll back on the shelf now. Yeah, you can actually buy it again.
Yeah, nobody is needing to wipe their arse anymore.
I know.
There's people on YouTube going, use magazines and use nature.
I know. I'll just use the Conservative Manifesto. That's fine. I'll use it.
But when you said about plans when all this is lifted, I was actually talking about it. So we're going to bring Falcor back. He's going to come back and get painted up and done up, and an Animal Crossing one. But I'm not saying what.
Oh.
There will be an Animal Crossing one.
Did you sell your Mega Venusaur cosplay?
Yes, unfortunately, I didn't have any room. Yes, but I used that money to make Falcor.
Ah.
So, talking about Mega Venusaur, who is your favourite Pokemon? Go on.
Bulbasaur.
It's Bulbasaur.
Yeah. It's my
Do an
little
impression.
cabbage boy.
Do an impression.
Do an impression of Bulbasaur.
Yeah.
Bowla.
I did impressions of Rex's last time.
He's my little cabbage boy. I'm in a Bulbasaur appreciation Facebook group. Everything's Bulbasaur.
Me and Helen are doing something at the moment with Pokemon. We've got to get a Nintendo 64 transfer pack. You know, the ones that come with the Pokemon Stadium game.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you could put your Game Boy game in and that.
We need another one. Because what we're doing is I'm playing through Pokemon Blue, she's playing through Red, and then we're going to battle it out on Stadium. And we're going to do that at some point, but she doesn't know my team, I don't know her team. But I'm pretty damn convinced that she's got Charmander as a starter.
Everyone goes for Charmander. I'm like, what about the little cabbage boy? Everyone forgets about him.
Bulbasaur. I'm always a Bulbasaur starter.
Yeah.
You think about it, right? You think about it logically, right?
I always pick the grass types.
If you think about it logically, in Kanto, right? Your first 4 gyms, right? 4. You got Brock, gets bodied by Bulbasaur.
Yeah.
Misty. Bodied by Bulbasaur. Surge, Bulbasaur. Again, it's ineffective. Then you've got Erika, so it's neutral.
Yeah.
The first 4 gyms are a walkover. They're an absolute walkover. So logically, as a Pokemon trainer in Kanto, you will pick Bulbasaur as your starter because it's the easiest way to get the first 4 gyms.
Well, I always pick the grass one.
Granted, Sabrina will absolutely body you. Koga will do relative damage. Blaine will probably be there.
Oh, yeah.
And Giovanni, who you will absolutely smash. So out of 8 gyms, 6 of them are easy.
Yeah.
You tell me why you pick any of the other 2. You're just making it harder on yourself.
But my partner Richard likes picking Charmander and Charizard, and there's me with the little cabbage boy. I mean, I've got Pokemon.
Like Squirtle.
Yeah.
I've got Pokemon Shield, and he's got Sword. And I want to get Bulbasaur just to see what Venusaur looks like in Gigantamax.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I've seen Mega Venusaur, and it's like, what do you like in Gigantamax?
Yeah. I've seen loads of Pokemon from Sword and Shield, and there's one Pokemon that always stands out to me because he just looks hilarious. And that's
Chimney Weezer.
It's no,
We
you're thinking
don't.
of Doug Dimmadome, owner of the Dimsdale Dimmadome. But it's the squirrel that you find
Oh,
on
the
the
one with the big massive cheeks.
Yeah.
yeah, the big massive freaky nut boy.
When you defeat him on Sword and Shield, nuts fall out under his
Yeah.
tail, so it looks like he's shitting himself.
I know. But the thing is, you run into the route, and all you see is a giant squirrel. Giant squirrel looks like half squirrel, half pufferfish.
I always end up with my team. I always end up with like 4 from Kanto and then 2 from like the actual game because I always stick with the ones I love.
I mean, I've played through the first 3 gens. I played through Blue, Silver, and Emerald, and that's it. After that, I lose interest. Probably because I've never played them.
But these are fun.
Yeah, I don't play Black and White or X and Y.
X and Y.
Yeah. I'll say I do like X and Y because it has my second favourite Pokemon in it. That's Trevenant.
All right.
The big haunted tree.
Oh yeah.
He's actually one of my upcoming costume ideas. I want to see if I can build him.
I was thinking. I said to Richard. I said, bearware.
Beware, yeah.
I was like, imagine that as a cosplay. Like, you have to be on stilts or something because it's huge.
That'd be cool. Do it.
That would be a good cosplay, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, we were talking about it a while ago. If people went as Onyx, so one person goes the head and everybody else goes a boulder.
That's like the Chinese dragon style, then, isn't it? You know,
Yeah.
they're all under it.
Big boulder line.
One head, lots and lots of boulders following him.
You'd have to probably do the same thing as what they do with the Chinese New Year with the dragon. You know, where one person's holding the head and everyone's all running underneath it.
Eventually, they all want to strap to do their own thing, and then the Onyx head will just turn around and just with the rest of my body.
Yeah, it goes the wrong direction, and then you got the body. That'd be a disaster.
Oh man.
But Beware would be a good one though, a good furry cosplay though. But it would have to be big because I mean, I don't know how I'll do it. They're walking on stilts and.
Yeah, what I don't get about the Pokemon games is the inconsistencies with height and weight of Pokemon.
Yeah.
No offense, but Ash Ketchum, he must be jacked to keep lifting half of these Pokemon up. I mean, he held Cosmog in his hands. Cosmog weighs like a metric ton.
That is
like,
true.
It's just
and then you've got like Grottle or you've got Turtwig who just like run at him. They weigh like 20-30 pounds. If you imagine somebody from the gym throwing a 30-pound weight at you. You ain't stopping that.
You'd be floored, yeah.
It is getting a bit like. I mean, I've noticed in Sword and Shield with the weight depends on the attacks. You know, so you got Steelix, and you know the certain moves for him like Body Slam will be more powerful than Raichu's Body Slam. Like that. But
that must be the most terrifying thing to see like a Wailord do Body Slam. That must be terrifying.
Yeah, but that's. I mean, I had in Sun and Moon when I play because I play with Richard. I had the Sandcastle Pokemon.
Oh, Sandygast.
Polysand.
Polysand
when he evolved. And he's like, why have you brought that out again? And I've taught it Shadow Ball and Slam and that. And he's like, there's this Sandcastle just slamming into it.
Yeah.
But I love it. It's my favourite.
What I like about that Pokemon, Palisand, is I like the shiny form of it.
Oh, yeah.
The shiny form's black. And some people say, why is it black? I says, well, because some places in the world you can have black sand.
Yeah, you can.
That's very clever.
That's why they did it. But it was in the series, Alohan series.
Yeah,
on the Moon. There was an episode about him, wasn't there?
And
I was like, I quite like that Pokemon. I'm going to catch it.
Oh, that was it. I'll keep watching videos about Pokemon, like the trolliest things that ever happened. And there was one episode where a guy got a Master Ball and then a Whiscash swallowed it.
Yeah. What the hell?
Exactly. And then you've got people like that one of the women in one of the games who trades you a hunter with an Everstone so it can't evolve.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I would, if I was in that game, I would punch her square in the face. I'm expecting a Gengar. I want a damn Gengar.
Yeah, that does happen. I don't think there's anything in Sword and Shield that's been trolling.
There probably is.
Well, the thing is, there's a bit where you have to.
Yes, there is.
The bicycle, and you have to like basically grind these. You're on a bicycle and you have to drive through these balloons. Yeah, that's it. And you have to grind all the points, and I'm continuously doing it, trying to get 8,000 points to get like Hydro Pump. And I said to Richard, I said I'm used to it because I was a RuneScape player, and RuneScape's just grinding. So to me, it's just nothing. It's like, okay.
There's a huge troll on the Gigantamaxis battles. You know, those wild area with the red lines, and you go in there. They all enlarge their Pokemon, and you're fighting them. They always stick you with the worst trainers possible. Right.
That's why you play online with other people.
I don't have an online pass.
Oh yeah.
So I was always getting knocked out because of these stupid asshole trainers who throw
when you get the online
Magikarps out.
Well, when you get the online pass and you finally add us, and you can catch them with me and Richard then.
I'm going to get my friend code and I'm going to give it to you in this chat.
Because we both play it a lot.
I was saying, talking about all people being trolls in Pokemon, the worst one wasn't even in the game; it was in the anime. I don't know if you remember the episode where they all go to Pokemon school, and the guys. Name this Pokemon, and it's like, it's a Voltorb, it's an Electrode, it's a Pokeball.
It's a Jigglypuff.
James was an idiot for calling it a Pokeball in the first place. And then he shows it's a Jigglypuff from above. Seriously?
That's like in the first series, isn't it?
Yeah. I was like 12 when the first series came out. I was mad when I was a kid.
I think I was 8, 9 when I was first introduced to it.
If you ever watched the series before you played the game, and you saw Dragonite in the first series, he was phenomenally huge. He was the size of Godzilla.
Bigger than Charizard.
This is
massive.
This is hacks on size and weight when it comes to a Dragonite. Because in the anime, he's supposed to be hundreds of pounds in weight, flying at supersonic speeds, and the one that carried the mail got stopped by a frying pan.
Oh yeah, in that Mewtwo film, yeah.
Yes, he smacked it in the head with a frying pan. I'm sorry, but that does not compute in my brain.
Are you that guy on IMDb that actually writes loads of harsh comments everywhere? Because there's this one guy on IMDb.
I should start doing that. I should start keyboard warrioring.
I thought it was you. There was this one guy and he writes on every single film. And he complains and he writes essays. Are you sure?
No, it's definitely not me. If it was me, I'd be a lot worse than that.
I think he literally just puts on films and he's like that. Literally, probably pauses them at every second to write a complaint.
Yeah. We were talking about cinema scenes. Maybe we should do Pokemon scenes. It's the same thing with Charizard, because Charizard's only 4'11", but then you got 5 foot. That's 5'11".
Maybe that guy's already beat you to it.
Probably, yeah.
I mean, the Sonic movie, it was full pelt, and then the next thing you know, the eyes have changed. But it was just essays.
Yeah. The one thing the world came together for was to get a hedgehog to change his eyes.
Yeah, but it turned out it was a college student with only $6 in his bank account that did it. That's what it was. That you got Hollywood with all this money and massive, and there was this college student in America just sat in his studio apartment, and he changed the eyes within less than a day.
Oh no!
And it was like, oh, you just made Hollywood look stupid.
Yeah, he literally went on Photoshop. This is what it should look like, and is he going to get any money from it? Probably not.
Well, I thought when I first saw the site, I thought, why is his eyes so
wide?
I didn't even get his teeth. His eyes and his teeth, they were too human.
I know. It was
all out of proportion.
They should have just sort of asked the gamers first before they come out with that.
No, they should have consulted it. But the one thing about the Sonic movie that they missed a trick on, right?
What?
They should have had the same intro as when you load up the game for the first time.
Mm.
They did have an intro, didn't they?
Kind of, yeah, they did, kind of, but it wasn't pixelated.
The film's intro is the rings going around the Paramount Mountain.
Yeah.
They should have after that. They should have had Sonic run across the screen twice, bringing up the Sega logo.
Yeah.
They should have had that.
I get it now.
I have fond memories of Sonic 2, where Sonic and Tails pop up at the front.
Yeah, there's the credits.
Maybe they'll add that kind of for the sequel, because it is.
But then if they're like us normal people, where we actually say and sit through the credits, and then at the end it shows a sneaky thing with Tails and then Eggman.
Yeah, with the sequel. People were originally rumouring that in the sequel they would be bringing Knuckles in as well, voiced by The Rock.
Good work.
He does everything, doesn't he, The Rock? He's good.
Yeah.
I like him.
Oh.
But the thing is about movies and credits and things, it's also, you can tell, when I went to cinema to see Avengers, Infinity War, you could tell the Marvel fans, and you could tell the non-Marvel fans. The non-Marvel fans just walked out as soon as the first credit come up. And then the real Marvel fans are just still sat there. Yep. And they've all probably sat there thinking, why are they sat there watching the credits?
Yeah.
And we're all just sat there at the edge of our seats waiting for this little scene that's going to come in.
Yeah.
Putting after scene credits, though, on films was absolutely genius. Because none of us would, even watch the credits at all, unless there was something there, a present, a surprise for us, the viewers, to watch it.
Yeah,
I want to shake his hand or her hand or whoever thought of that idea and say thank you very much.
When I watched Endgame, there was me, Helen, and our two friends with us watching Endgame. We literally did a back-to-back marathon of Infinity War and Endgame, one after the other. And at the end of the Endgame, obviously it's been out for long enough, I can spoil the mega right now. Brilliant. When they have Tony's funeral.
What?
Yeah.
Shut up.
You just cut him then.
Shut up. No, they have the funeral. There's me in next to Helen. I'm bawling my eyes out because I'm a grown man. I'll cry. Whatever.
Yeah.
What are you going to do about it? Give me a fight. And then there was one of my two friends, and they were exactly the same as me. And we were watching it. It's the first film that's made me cry since Kickboxer.
Yeah?
Yeah. Michael's doing his freezing thing again.
Yeah, he's frozen. It's alright, in 5 years' time he'll come out of it.
He's not actually frozen, he's just not moving again. He always does this.
Have you seen Spider-Man Homecoming?
I've seen bits of it.
It follows on after it.
Yeah, when Spider-Man has the Edith glasses.
I think so.
Yeah.
But Homecoming is with Tom Holland, and it spins off the film because it goes 5 years from now. Yeah. And I think he does have the glasses actually in Homecoming. Yes.
Yeah, I like the bit.
They're not on Disney Plus.
Yeah. I like the bit.
They're not on Disney Plus. It's only owner. I like
where he puts the glasses on, and they register to him.
Yeah.
And he starts searching people's phones for messages and things like that, and eventually he gets turned up into like a missile strike on the bus.
Yeah.
He's like, oops.
But there's going to be another Spider-Man, isn't there? So
yeah.
Black Widow.
I'll tell you something. If they don't do a live action Spider-Man multiverse thing where they've got like the original, like Tobey Maguire, like the first ever Spider-Man, and some of the others. And then you got like the new Spider, like the Miles Morales Spider-Man. Getting all of them into one like universe at the same time just blow my mind. That would.
Well, they did the animated version.
They did, but they've got to do live action. Because I would love to see a pig climbing the walls.
Oh my god!
You can see that in the Simpsons movie.
Yeah.
It's Spider Pig. Yeah.
But did you think that is there really going to be like a Black Panther 2 and a Black Widow? And...
Beyonce is apparently in the next Black Panther film.
I mean, you've had the end of Endgame and Thanos being the big villain of Endgame.
Yeah.
There's loads of other big villains. I mean, you got people like Galactus, who's just like a massive planet-sized god. He's like ridiculously big, but he's got to be in it at some point to threaten Earth again.
Well, they finally
be on IMDb. Oh no, we can't put that in the next Marvel film.
They finally got the rights to the Silver Surfer, and the Silver Surfer had Galactus in it, which they couldn't use before.
It did, but that film sucked. It sucked worse than My Hoover, and My Hoover's broke.
Mike wants a... Oh, God.
He did this in Emma's thing as well.
I think Mike wants a live-action My Little Pony.
Oh.
Oh, that's great.
Live-action My Little Pony with real horses, and then Mike just comes in on the credits on the extra scene.
Yeah.
Freaking jumping on one of them, going woohoo!
I'll tell you the best scene in any film that's involved horses is the Three Amigos, where they do the thing.
Yes.
They all jump on the back of the horse and then ride off.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Right, they do the whole.
They do what looks like a Wild West version of the Macarena. They do a pelvic thrust and jump on the horse. It's brilliant.
I'm going to have to rewatch that scene on YouTube and have a look at
it. The whole film is a masterpiece. It really is.
It's like that when, speaking of horses, it's like, you know, that jib jab thing. And when you can put your faces, I put Mike on that Old Town Road. I put him and Gary in it. Gary was the guy in the car. It was just like the way I put them in it. It just looked realistic.
Yeah.
It was really good. Yeah. Why'd you stop
the
doing that?
Jab.
They were really good.
I
was counting on seeing that every few.
Oh, was you getting inundated with jib jab videos in the Michael community group?
Yeah.
Alright, I'll carry on doing it then. Yes. I thought you were getting bored of it.
No. No.
I'll have to put Steve in one now, won't I?
Yes.
Put me in something.
I need a clear photo of your face to put you in a music video.
Oh, there's someone on my Facebook somewhere.
Yeah, I didn't want to look like a creep and go through people's pictures and just steal photos.
Yeah, because that's not what I do.
Yeah, to do thumbnails. It's good.
Thanks for providing this photo of you. But I've found the perfect one on your Facebook profile instead.
The most embarrassing one that you've been tagged in, probably.
Yeah.
Why am I on the toilet in the thumbnail?
He stalks to get some photos.
I am an artist.
I can't believe we've been yakking for nearly 3/4 of an hour now.
Yeah, this has been good.
You're so diverse onto Pokemon.
always
talking
do.
about my Mega Venusaur. No, I feel bad for selling Mega Venusaur now because it's a Pokemon hype.
It's Michael's fault that I'm back into the Pokemon trading card game.
Oh, the Pokemon trading card game.
I know.
I've got the pinball game as well that shakes when you plug it in.
Yeah, that was amazing.
There is a reason why I'm back into the Pokemon trading card game, like the actual physical game.
Because Michael said.
Well, one, because Michael said. Two, because the other half is now gone onto Pokemon trading card game online. It's playing on there.
Mm.
But there's another reason, and it's because a particular place that we go is going to reopen soon, and they want me and Helen to help run trading card game days.
Oh, wow.
Learn to plays. So it's like learn to play Pokemon, learn to play White Schwartz, learn to play Yu-Gi-Oh! You learn to play
Magic the Gathering.
Possibly. But because we know how to play to like an okay standard, not to like tournament level standards, that's just ridiculous. But to get new people into play, they want us to help run the game card trading card days.
That could be an idea for a Comic-Con, couldn't it? Like, imagine in the corner of a Comic-Con.
Yeah, everybody who watches this, that's a secret, so just keep that between us, okay?
It's top secret, but does YouTube videos.
Yeah, top secret, but only people on YouTube should know.
We'll only have like 5 viewers anyway.
Oh, we're doing better than that. Shut up. I've actually counted. We've had like over 600 views since we started doing these.
Oh, there you go then.
Yeah, feeling quite popular now.
We're at, I think we're at 92, maybe 93 subscribers.
93 subscribers.
There you go. Whoever watches this, if they subscribe and like it, I'll give them an item in Animal Crossing. There you go.
Incentive.
And I'll give you a dick pic.
Free stuff.
Okay, no, I won't.
No.
Well, we've been yammering on for quite a while now. I am absolutely starving hungry because I haven't actually had any tea yet.
Oh, so it was your stomach that was rumbling earlier then? It wasn't.
Yeah, it probably was actually.
Yeah.
I had a big pizza for dinner, but don't tell my sister because I'm supposed to be on a diet.
Well, overall, Falcor is coming back. So
Good.
if you're coming back next year, Animal Crossing one possibly in the works, but I'm not saying what and who
Yes!
and what it is. Free item to whoever subscribes.
We need to share your Nintendo Switch friendship code.
Yeah. We'll get the friend codes out.
I'm going to add you. I am.
I feel
I'm
like
going.
you're avoiding me.
Yeah, I'm the odd one out here. I don't have. Well, I was going to say I don't have friends, but I don't have a Switch to have friends on.
We need to do a GoFundMe page at the end of this give Steve a Switch tour.
Get a Switch.
Everyone.
No, I will save up for one. I will save up, but me and Helen have got other plans for the future. We got like a big holiday we want to go on.
Mike's turned into Cutie Pie. Pinkie
Yeah.
Pie. Cutie Pie. Oh, I'll probably have to answer that. Cutie Pie is Pinkie Pie.
Right, so as soon as we get into the end of the video, and Michael's having a conversation, Michael's having tongue time with his horse.
If his wife saw that.
His wife does see this.
Oh. Oh, right, okay. That's kind of normal in the lunatic household.
I'm a pony-sexual.
Oh,
No.
homosexual.
Michael, get it right, you'd be an equisexual.
So what's Michael's cosplay plans then? Is he going to be a full-blown live-action My Little Pony?
He probably would. Actually, Mike, if you want to do that, I think my friend Estelle did a centaur costume, so you can work off that.
There you go.
Make it into a big pony, be a centaur.
But anyway. Spoil it. Pinkie Pie will come in, and next thing you know, the head comes off, and he's going, "Hello."
Well, yes, because wearing costumes is hot, and I like to just take things off.
I stood in Falcor for 5 hours because I didn't have anywhere to take the head off because I couldn't fit in the changing room.
Didn't you almost pass out as well? Didn't you almost pass out as well by doing that?
Yes, I did, and I had to sit down and have some water, but I go in the car park, there's people. Changing rooms, I can't get the tail in. Everywhere there's people, where can I take the head off?
You think you've got problems? I have to go into a gents' loo with tentacles everywhere.
Yeah, well, if I were, the tail will be sticking out the door.
I don't know.
Oh, God. So, yeah, 5 hours in the suit.
Right, Katie, you have been a fantastic guest. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Outro, there you go.
It's been great chatting.
It has. It's been fun. It's been fun. It's what we do. It's what we do. So obviously, end of the video, we always ask our guests if you have a question for the comments section. So, do you have anything that you want to ask our audience? And you can't go 50-50 or phone a friend on this one.
A question to ask the audience: do you like Animal Crossing?
Do you like Animal Crossing? Put your friend codes below.
Put your friend codes below, and then there might be a raffle for a prize. Whoever subscribes.
Yeah.
Pardon me.
And trade turnips.
Yeah, there might be a turnip shop thing. If I'm nice, I might let you on my island.
So we're going to turn the comment section into a turnip trading post.
Yeah. No, it's like whoever subscribes, if they subscribe, they get entered into the raffle, and then their Switch code will get pulled out, and then they win an item.
Yeah,
there you go.
Right.
Yeah, not bribery.
Well, usually we just threaten people to subscribe, but you're actually giving people something here. It sounds great.
Yeah.
Michael threatens. But guys, everybody out there in the internet land, thank you very much for watching.
Thank you.
Definitely drop your Nintendo friend codes in the comments, and Katie will Katie will get her fursuit on.
Yeah, and Falco has to collaborate in Animal Crossing.
Yeah, drop your friend codes below. Go and sell time between each other. Go to each other's islands and pay off Tanuki debts.
You do realise this is the longest outro you've ever done. You know, it's like being like 5 minutes.
I know. So guys, thanks very much for watching the video. We will see you real soon. Toodles!
Bye! He's hungry. That's what it is.
It's not hungry, it's Michael.
Yeah, he hasn't eaten yet.
Actually, I have. Can you hear me now?
Yeah,
we're good.
Oh, fan-bloody-tastic.
He tried turning it off and on again.
He reminded me of Max and Paddy then, when they was on the bus. He go, can you hear me now? When they had the new headsets.
Can you hear me now? Ow! I'm going to send you my friend code, and I'm going to wait by my Switch till you put it in and get that notification. And that way I'll know that you have accepted the friend code.
I'll send you my code. Oh, you send me your code, and then I add it. Is that what you mean? Oh no, you've got mine because I sent you it in a message. Yes, you have. 3 fucking times. I don't need to send you it. You've got it in Messenger already.
I'll have to find it. I'll have to find it.
It's not hard. It's not that hard to scroll up. You might see it several times posted. Been adding Kendra, then it's like, oh yeah, it's alright.
And Stephen Potter.
That is washing my hands with this. Go fuck yourself.